keep on hating, it's fuel to me, did you know? What have I done? What are my motives? What am I thinking? What do you think? What's to be done? Who needs a motive? I won't be defeated. They don't want to see it, don't want to believe it, but no one will stop to the most even. I'm close to achieving my goals. I'm needing to show them everything that I believe in. I ain't here to fight, Phil. I got everything to lose. Cheat codes, I'm flattered, but I don't need those. I ain't playing by the rules. I ain't playing.
Madden Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the 49ers and the Falcons, and it's all up next.
The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
So here's the first drive now for the 49ers.
Bringing them out, a guy who's top 30 all-time in yards and touchdowns. Not bad for a 4th-round pick back in 2012. Captain Kirk Cousins.
All in all, he was pretty solid in the victory in the wild card round and threw a couple of touchdowns. And when it comes to quarterback play, you always love spectacular. But in the playoffs, you'll take solid. And that's exactly what they're looking for from him again in this contest.
Throwing is Cousins. He gets this to Devontae Adams. 4 catches for him in the wild card win a week ago, and he's got his first here, and it's a first down.
First down, San Francisco.
Robinson up the middle.
Oh, able to avoid him. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers.
Bijan Robinson.
63 yards.
And the 49ers are on the board first here in this division round matchup.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays.
And it was Bijan Robinson who took it home with a touchdown run. And he'll elect not to run with it. A fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up, so he could use the rest. And I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one. Because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rust as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Option handoff now to Achane. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Okay, so the penalty on the outside for illegal touching, and they'll have to come back and try it again.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 41-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
A run straight ahead with Achane.
And now the rookie's free. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
Achane, 41 yards. And the Falcons respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by Minas is up and good.
And we are tied at 7.
team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. To return is Jadon Mickens. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And for them, maybe a little carryover from last week's game. They got the win on the road in the wild card round, on the road here again in the divisional round, but they're hanging tough.
Hey, cue a little music, right? They're on the road again. I mean, this has been kind of the mantra they're under right now, and they can't change it. The season dictated what would happen with them, right? They had to go on the road for the first round for the playoff. They're on the road again, and sometimes teams get really comfortable with that. Not only the idea of going on the road and shocking the world, but just, hey, it's just us. We don't have to worry about outside distractions. It's just us. Let's go play.
It becomes that us against the world mentality, doesn't it?
And while it may be overplayed, in the media, it's real when it comes time to play ball.
Cousins from the gun on third. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out, and giving the ball back to their offense?
Take it right on the 30. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The drive starts with a run from Achane to about the 40-yard line.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second and 6.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll drop to throw. Here's a diving catch right side. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
A Hall of Fame coach once said there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or two. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. Back to throw now on 1st down. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball through, and it's 2nd down. And they'll send Waddle in motion left. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He gets this complete to Shaheed. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Back now in Atlanta, 2nd quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Back to throw again. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the 1st down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll bring on the 2nd down in just a couple. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive.
And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now they'll send Waddle in motion left. Now a play fake here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. This is caught. Touchdown, Falcons! Jalen Waddle, a 7-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons have taken the lead. The extra point by Mevis is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. It'll be a touchback. The ball brought out to the 25 as Mickens will not return it. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Cousins. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Adams. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. And right side, they're going to go option here. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Boy, the pursuit there, terrific from the linebacking crew.
Oh, it certainly was, because so many times on an option play, you'll see a linebacker make a beeline for the quarterback and then zip, one cut, and he's grasping it air. But this time, he locked in on him the whole way and took an excellent angle, and his grasp came up with the quarterback.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. Jalen Waddle, the speedster wide receiver, brings out this offense. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise, he can really decimate him.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in over the middle, and there's a diving catch, and now they're in the hurry up. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw, escaping the pressure right, and seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes, because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
On 2nd down, a run by Achane. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now 3rd down and 7. He'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down. On fourth down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. Back deep, Jadon Mickens. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half. With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it, and the Falcons will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Falcons. Jalen Waddle with his second touchdown in this first half. And the Falcons will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Mevis is up and good. It's now 21-7. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. Jadon Mickens now from his end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Niners ready to go on offense for the final time of this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Cousins to throw it. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
This time they stay on the ground. There he goes, right side. And they will finally get him down, but not before he takes this to the Falcons' 37-yard line. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Cousins. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. Cousins throw complete there to Beckham. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Koo knocks this one through the post. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
So we've come upon halftime here in this. Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. The Falcons offense ready to get going to begin this third quarter. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
On the handoff, it's Achane. He finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is taken in at the 5. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 57
possession. What a play right there. That nearly went the distance. Credit this defense for not giving up. They get him down just short of the goal line, but the damage is done. It's going to be 1st and goal from an ideal position.
A throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
Second and 1. Rolling to his right. That's to the pylon and incomplete.
That's a good decision there. He was looking, and he was looking, but the coverage was excellent. Nice job to get rid of it and try and find something better on 3rd and goal. He didn't let that clock accelerate and force him into an error.
Achane. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
Mevis knocks this one through, and the lead goes to 14 and 24-10. And they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
It'll be a touchback. The ball brought out to the 25 as Mickens will not return it. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. Now their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Now Cousins. And that one's going to come up a little short. It's incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hope they can come through on this one and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And that's incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point of the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Jalen Waddle, the speedster wide receiver, brings out this offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. How many times have we done games where we've seen him have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
Forced out to his left. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
And once he escaped the pocket there, he tried to keep those eyes downfield, but nothing was materializing. So he makes a smart move and gets that to the sideline.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. This is caught, and he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They'll run it. Achane with it. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. And they'll run again. pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Jalen Waddle saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Falcons continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. They'll look to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Throwing, Cousins. And that is caught downfield by Beckham. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. They'll run with Wilson out of the shotgun. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching back now here on EA Sports. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. Meanwhile, Cousins throw complete to McBride. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a 1st down on that effort. Here's Cousins. It's caught by OBJ. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. From the red zone now, Cousins. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And it's 2nd down. To throw is Cousins. Finding Bourne here over the middle. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the 1st on 3rd. They'll throw again. Cousins. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons' offense at the line. And it would appear that that first-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round, and they look to book a spot in the conference championship. Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it. Touchdown, Falcons! Jalen Waddle taking it in. And the Falcons are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Mevis is up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. From the end zone, this is Mickens. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a first down. Cousins now. Over the middle to Beckham. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. From the 46, here's 2nd down and 1. To throw, Cousins. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Cousins. And it's complete to Adams. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Cousins. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And the lead is down to 20. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown reception from Trey McBride. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown! Jalen Waddle, 42 yards. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Mevis is up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. And the touchdown apparently wasn't enough. They're going to go for the onside kick here. And the 49er hands team does its job. Now, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at triple zeros. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. Chase Young in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
He'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give him credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Back to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 27-yard line.
One last shot now for Cousins. Short one here, caught by McBride. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Falcons are moving on. Congratulations to them. Thanks for watching, and so long, everybody.